My roommate took my car keys and texted, "Borrowing your car. Thanks." I smiled and dialed 911 because I'd already reported it stolen an hour ago. I watched the notification pop up while sitting in my Uber heading to the DMV. Through my car's GPS tracker app, I could see my Honda moving down Highway 12, 47 miles per hour in a 45 zone. My roommate, Cassidy, always drove exactly 2 over because she thought cops wouldn't bother. She thought wrong. 911, what's your emergency? Hi, I'm calling to update a stolen vehicle report I filed an hour ago. The vehicle is currently in motion. I can provide real-time GPS coordinates. You can track the vehicle, ma'am? Yes, the thief just texted me confirming they took it. I'd installed the tracker 3 days ago, right after I found out what Cassidy was planning. For 6 months, she'd been borrowing my car without asking. I'd wake up to texts. Needed to run errands. Your car was closer. Or, mine's low on gas. Took yours. Took. She'd return it on empty, sometimes with new dents, always with an excuse. Her insurance had lapsed 4 months ago. I found out when she rear-ended someone in my car, and I got the claim. I worked from home as a medical transcriptionist. Cassidy worked as a bank teller at a branch 15 minutes away. She'd started driving my car to work 3 times a week, just taking my keys off the counter and leaving. When I confronted her, she'd say, "You're home all day. You don't need it." I lost a dentist appointment because she took my car during my lunch break. Missed my grandmother's birthday because she forgot she had my keys at work. She'd always apologize. "I'm so sorry, I'll be more careful." Then, do it again the next week. Her boyfriend, Grant, would pick her up sometimes. I asked him once if he knew she was using my car constantly. "Yeah, Cass mentioned you guys have a sharing arrangement. That's cool of you." A sharing arrangement. I'd never agreed to anything. Then I got my letter. The state nursing board certification exam. I'd been studying for 8 months, paid $400 for the test, and this would qualify me for higher paying transcription work. The exam was only offered twice a year at one location, 30 miles away. You had to check in by 7:45 a.m. or you forfeited your fee and had to wait 6 months. I told Cassidy 4 weeks in advance. Showed her the letter. Explained how important this was. "I need my car that morning. Non-negotiable." She barely looked up. "Got it. Your test thing." 2 weeks before the exam, I saw her calendar on the kitchen iPad she always left open. Same day, same time. Grant's family brunch. His parents finally want to meet me. She was planning to take my car to impress her boyfriend's parents while I missed my certification exam. That's when I installed the tracker and made my plan. The night before my exam, I called the police non-emergency line. "I'd like to file a report for a vehicle I expect to be stolen tomorrow morning." They said I couldn't pre-report a theft. So I called back at 5:30 a.m. and reported it stolen. My car was in the driveway. Cassidy was asleep, but I reported it stolen, gave them my plate number, and told them someone had been using it without permission for months, and I was revoking all access. At 6 a.m., I left in an Uber. At 6:45 a.m., Cassidy's bedroom door opened. At 6:52 a.m., my car started moving. At 6:53 a.m., she texted me. The police pulled her over at 7:08 a.m. on Highway 12. I watched the GPS dot stop moving. I refreshed the app and saw the notification, "Vehicle stationary for 8 minutes." Then my phone rang. "Cassidy." I answered. "What the fuck did you do?" She was crying. "The cops are saying you reported this stolen. Tell them it's a misunderstanding. Is my car in your possession without my permission? You know I needed it. Grant's parents. Yes or no, Cassidy?" "You're being insane. We're roommates." I hung up. She called 6 more times. I declined each one. They arrested her at 7:14 a.m. Grand theft auto. The officer I'd spoken to called me. "We've got her in custody. You'll need to come pick up your vehicle. I'm taking a career certification exam right now. Can it be towed to the station?" "Absolutely, ma'am." I took my exam. Passed with a 94. Cassidy's bank fired her that afternoon. Their employee handbook required disclosure of any arrests, and auto theft violated their security clearance policy. She'd been there for 3 years. Grant broke up with her that night. His parents had called him from the restaurant where they'd been waiting. When he found out she'd stolen a car to impress them, he texted her, "My family doesn't associate with criminals." She couldn't make rent without her job. I told our landlord I wanted her off the lease. He'd already started eviction proceedings after her arrest showed up in the county records. She had 30 days. She's been texting me for 2 weeks. Paragraphs about how I ruined her life, how it was just a car, how I'm a vindictive bitch who destroyed her over nothing. I responded once. "You ruined your own